I don't have anything left to live for. My dreams didn't work out. School didn't work out. Being an honest, good, loving man didn't work out. Nothing worked. Nothing worked out for me. They said to believe in yourself. They told me things. I did all. I did everything, and nothing worked out for me. I don't want to try anymore. I gave my heart. I gave my time, my money, my passions, and nothing worked out for me. I have nothing. At 32 years old, I have nothing. But I've been trying for so.
Shalom. I would like to start this video off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 male prophets and the 1/3 men, women, and children. Shalom. We're going to just dive right into this video, man, because I understand where Jake is coming from, man. I know exactly I know how Jake feels, I know exactly how Jake feels, man. And I'm here to tell you and anybody else that's watching, hey, man, this world don't have anything to offer for you. This world it won't feed your spirit and your soul how you need your spirit and your soul fed, man. All right? Let's grab a scripture, man, because it's important that we always be aware of this. Okay? It's important to be aware of this. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. It says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world," man. That's all the world has to offer, bro. You would never be fulfilled. You would never be fulfilled here in America, man. Especially as a Negro, Latino, or a Native American. As a so-called Negro, Latino, or a Native American, you would never be able to truly kick back and take a deep breath and really exhale and allow all of your worries to come out with that breath and really just really sit back and relax like the king that you are, bro. You can't get that rest here. Okay? You can't get that rest here. This is from the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you." So America is polluted. I was watching news And Trump talking about, well, I'm hearing people talking about punishing these other countries for saying death to America for however many years they've been saying it. Man, fuck America, bro. Death to America, man. Death to America. Okay? Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Polluted. Let's get that word polluted. Let's go into that word polluted.
Strong's H2930. Tameh. Tameh.
It says to be unclean, become unclean, become impure, sexually, religiously, ceremonially, to defile oneself, to be defiled, sexually by idolatry, ceremonially, to be regarded as unclean. Okay? So, hey man, the whole point of Micah chapter 2 verse 10 is to show you that no matter how well you may think, you know what I'm saying, your life may be going, you may have a car, a nice house, and a big family or whatever, you can't really sit back and really relax, bro. You just can't, because how can you relax as a king and as a warrior knowing that the so-called white man is above you when you have been created to be above him? This whole system is fucked up. This whole system is backwards. And we cannot live in it. Revelation 3 and 20. Red letter. So Yahushua talking. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. So the prophets are the voice of the Lord, man. So if you hear the prophets breaking down the scriptures and telling you what's getting ready to happen, consider that as a blessing, man. You know, because that's the Lord knocking on the door of your mind, like, yo, bro, this is getting ready to take place. You know what I'm saying? You gonna choose me or what? Right? So when you hear this truth, man, that's Yahweh knocking at the door of your mind, man. You know, and just pray that the Lord allows you to open up that door fully and to really just go all in, bro. You know? Because that's the only way you're going to get any type of shalom. That's the only way you're going to get any type of peace. The only peace, there's no peace as an Israelite outside of this word, bro. Our peace comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It comes from the understanding of this Bible. You won't find peace. You won't find what your spirit and what your soul genuinely desires and what it really needs outside of this Bible, bro. You can try as many drugs as you want. You can eat as many mushrooms as you want. Okay? You can drink as much as you want. But if you don't have this truth, you will never be whole. Jake, he's sounding like that because he's putting his energy into stuff that really don't matter, into stuff that really won't pay him back. But if you put your energy towards serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to pay you back. All right? He's going to multiply you, man. He's going to give you shalom. He's going to give you wisdom. You know? That's what you really want, right? Wisdom is far above rubies, man. That's what you want, right? You know? Luke chapter 17 and 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So if, you know what I'm saying, you just graduated high school, you thinking about going to college, trying to become a big old nice whatever, you know what I'm saying, you thinking about the future. I'm trying to have 10 mansions, 10 Bentleys, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have this, I'm trying to have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it big, I'm trying to be famous. You know what I'm saying? I want to be known. I'm trying to go to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a huge following. Or I want to be a rapper. I want to be a business owner. You know, and there's nothing wrong with being a singer. There's nothing wrong with being a business owner. There's nothing wrong with having houses and cars. It's just when you put too much of yourself into gaining these things, into keeping these things, it's like you put all of your value into it, and all of those things, day by day, slowly decreases in value. So all of your attention and your strength you put and you spent trying to get these nice things, trying to build a future for yourself, when the future here is crumbling. You can't build a future in a crumbling society, Jake. You can't build a future in a world where you were meant to be on top, but your enemy is over you. You can't possibly rest. Luke 9:24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. So that's what you really should be doing. That's how you're going to change. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to grow in wisdom. That's how you're going to be strengthened. That's how you're going to be confident. It's by serving the Lord. By losing your life for his name's sake. Mark 8:35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. Right, so here it is, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip is getting ready to be made mandatory. You know what I'm saying? We at the end of the world, bro. We know that the mark of the beast is going to be made mandatory at the end of the world. So here it is. If you take the chip, that's pretty much you saying you want this world to continue. That's pretty much you trying to save your life, right? But if you do that, what's the consequences of taking the mark of the beast? You've been cast into the lake of fire, which is America on fire by way of 200 million nuclear ICBM missiles. So that's how you lose your life if you try to save it by taking that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Matthew 16:25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Matthew 10:37 to 38 to 39, Salakia. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. So the Lord continuously talks about losing your life for his name's sake. That's because when you lose your life for the Lord's sake, you come to realize that you actually gain your life. You actually gain your life, bro. I'd rather live and have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'd rather be dead to the world and have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding which make my face shine like the sun. I'd rather have this than to be a rich man in the world. Because this is the ultimate riches, man. This is the ultimate riches. Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done there in the midst thereof. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Jerusalem, man. So an angel is going around throughout our people and is stamping a mark on us that cry and that sigh, man. A mark of protection, man. A mark of exemption from judgment. The judgment that the Lord is getting ready to bring. That's what you should be worried about. You should be worried about hiding yourself from the wrath to come. Nothing else, bro. Let's get Ezekiel 9:4, and let's go into that word mark.
Strong's H 8420. Tav. Tav.
In the Hebrew, it's the wa, and it means mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So the Lord, he's going to pass over through us if we have this truth, man. When the angels is out smiting through the middle of the streets, when a death angel is going throughout Jerusalem killing people, it's not going to come near us because we got this truth. Because we've been keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Because we've been being sincere. Because we have been repenting. Because we have been casting off those works of darkness and stepping into the new man. So with that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to say shalom.